in the heart of Central America, where the dense emerald rainforests of the Maya Mountains meet the crystal-clear turquoise waters of the Caribbean Sea, lies a nation that moves to its own gentle, unhurried rhythm. It is an anomaly, a geographical paradox, a sliver of the Caribbean nestled on the Latin American mainland. This is a land defined not by grand monuments or sprawling cities, but by the quiet integrity of its communities and its profound, unbreakable connection to the natural world. This is Belize. From the air, it appears as a vibrant tapestry of intense green and brilliant blue, a small country nestled between Mexico and Guatemala, with a long, intricate coastline protected by the second-largest barrier reef on the planet. The light here has a soft, tropical quality, filtering through the jungle canopy and shimmering on the calm, shallow waters of the Cayes. The air itself feels different, thick with the scent of salt, damp earth, and blooming flowers. But to look closer is to discover a society of incredible diversity. A cultural mosaic forged from the legacies of the ancient Maya, the resilience of the Creole, the vibrant spirit of the Garifuna, and the quiet industry of the Mestizo and Mennonite communities. This is a story not of a fleeting vacation, but of a deep and enduring home. This is the story of life in Belize. Daily life in Belize is shaped by a gentle Caribbean pace, a philosophy the locals call "go slow." It is a rhythm dictated not by the clock, but by the sun, the tide, and the simple, dependable routines of community. The day often begins early, with the sound of tropical birds in the trees and the first golden rays of sunlight filtering through wooden louvers. In coastal towns, the morning starts with the low hum of small fishing boats heading out to sea, their engines a familiar and reassuring sound that signals the start of the working day. On the quays, like Quai Corker, where the motto is "No shoes, no shirt, no problem," the day begins with the soft crunch of sand underfoot as people walk or cycle along the unpaved streets, greeting neighbors and stopping for a chat. Children in crisp school uniforms walk along the beach, their school bags slung over their shoulders, a scene that perfectly captures the blend of routine and paradise. Inland in the Cayo district, the morning routine revolves around the bustling local market. Here, farmers from the surrounding villages, many of them Maya and Mestizo, bring their produce. The market becomes the vibrant heart of the community, a place for commerce, conversation, and connection. The exchange is about more than just money for goods. It's about relationships. The seller knows her customers by name, asks about their family, and shares local news as she weighs out a pound of beans. Life is lived at a human scale. Neighbors are not strangers. They are an extension of the family. Doors are often left open, a sign of trust and welcome, and children play freely in the yards and quiet streets, their laughter a constant, joyful soundtrack. There is a powerful sense of collective spirit, an unspoken understanding that everyone looks out for one another. This manifests in small but significant ways. a neighbor watching your children without being asked, the sharing of a surplus mango harvest from a backyard tree, or the community coming together to help a family repair a roof damaged by a storm. This is a society built on personal relationships, where a trip to the corner store can turn into a half-hour conversation, and where community is not just a concept, but a daily, lived reality. The family is the undisputed anchor of Belizean society. It is a strong, multi-generational unit that serves as the primary source of support, identity, and social life. It is common for grandparents, parents, and children to live in close proximity, often in the same house or in a family compound of several small houses sharing a single yard. Sunday is Family Day, a cherished and almost sacred time for gathering, sharing a meal, and reinforcing the bonds that hold the community together. The scene is a familiar one across the country. The aroma of stewed chicken and coconut rice fills the air. Uncles and cousins play a passionate game of dominoes under the shade of a mango tree, the tiles slapping rhythmically on the wooden table. Music plays from a small speaker, and the matriarch of the family, the abuela, presides over the kitchen, the warm and welcoming heart of the home. This deep-seated importance of family fosters a culture of interdependence and generosity, a powerful social safety net that is more reliable than any formal institution. Tradition in Belize is not a relic of the past. It is a living, breathing force that shapes the present. The country's unique cultural identity is a rich fusion of Maya, Creole, Garifuna, Mestizo, and Mennonite influences, creating a society that is one of the most diverse and harmonious in the region. English is the official language, a legacy of its history as a British colony, but as you travel the country, you will hear a symphony of other tongues. The melodic, expressive rhythm of Creole is the true lingua franca, the language that unites all Belizeans. In the south, you hear the percussive cadence of the Garifuna language and the soft, ancient tones of Mopan and Quechua Maya. In the north, the familiar sounds of Spanish are ever present, and in the quiet farming communities of the interior, the Low German dialect of the Mennonites can be heard. The Creole people, descendants of African slaves and European settlers, form the cultural backbone of the nation. Their language, food, and music are central to the Belizean identity. The Garifuna, descendants of West African, Central African, and indigenous Caribbean people, have a vibrant and resilient culture, recognized by UNESCO for its unique contributions to the intangible heritage of humanity. Their arrival in Belize is celebrated each year on Garifuna Settlement Day, a national holiday filled with drumming, dancing, and pride. The Maya, the original inhabitants of this land, maintain a deep, spiritual connection to their ancestral home. Their traditions, from milpa farming to intricate weaving, are living links to a civilization that flourished here for millennia. The Mestizo people, of mixed Spanish and Maya heritage, have shaped the culture of the northern districts, their influence felt in the food and the music. And the Mennonites, who arrived in the mid-20th century seeking religious freedom, have become the country's agricultural powerhouse, living a simple, agrarian life apart from, yet integral to, the national fabric. This multicultural harmony is a source of immense national pride. It is a quiet, unassuming tolerance that is woven into the fabric of daily life. Belizeans are defined not by a single heritage, but by their shared identity as citizens of a small nation that has embraced its diversity as its greatest strength. The Belizean economy is a blend of traditional industries and a growing service sector. For generations, the economy was built on agriculture, and the rhythm of farming life still dictates the pace in many parts of the country. In the north, around towns like Orange Walk, vast fields of sugarcane stretch to the horizon. The life of a cane farmer is tied to the seasons, a cycle of planting, tending, and the intense, physically demanding harvest. In the fertile valleys of the Stan Creek district, citrus groves produce oranges and grapefruits for export. Small-scale farming remains the backbone of many rural communities, with families growing corn, beans, and vegetables for their own consumption and for sale at local markets. Along the coast and on the quays, the sea is the provider. The fishing industry, though often small-scale, is a vital part of the economy and a cherished way of life. Fishermen in small boats head out each day to catch snapper, grouper, and, during the season, the highly prized spiny lobster and queen conch. Their lives are governed by the weather and the strict regulations designed to protect the fragile marine ecosystem. In recent decades, tourism has become the dominant economic driver. The country's pristine barrier reef, lush rainforests, and ancient Maya ruins attract visitors from around the world, creating jobs in hotels, restaurants, and tour operations. This reliance on tourism, however, is a double-edged sword. It has brought prosperity to some areas, but it also creates an economy that is seasonal and vulnerable to global events. For many Belizeans, work is found in small, family-owned businesses. The local grocery store, the mechanic shop, the small construction company. A thriving informal economy exists alongside the formal one. It's the woman selling homemade meat pies from a basket on a street corner in Belize City, the man with a cooler of fresh coconut water on the beach, the weekend BBQ stand that pops up on a roadside, its fragrant smoke drawing in customers. It is a culture of entrepreneurship and resilience, of finding a way to make a living in a small, developing economy. The cost of living in Belize is a study in contrasts. For those earning a local salary, life can be a careful balancing act. In cities and popular tourist areas like Belize City or Ambergris Caye, rent can be high, comparable to some parts of the United States. In smaller towns and inland villages, however, housing is much more affordable. The key to managing a budget is to live like a local. Locally grown fruits, vegetables, and meats from the market are fresh and inexpensive. A simple, delicious, and filling lunch of rice and beans with stewed chicken from a local eatery can cost just a few dollars. However, anything that is imported, from cars and electronics to packaged foods and brand-name clothing, is significantly more expensive due to import duties and transportation costs. A can of American soda or a bag of chips can be a luxury item. Gasoline prices are high, which affects the cost of transportation for everyone. Utilities like electricity and internet can also be costly and, in some rural areas, unreliable. Most families are adept at managing their resources, prioritizing needs over wants, and relying on their gardens and community connections to supplement their income. Housing styles reflect this pragmatism. Wooden houses on stilts are common in coastal areas, allowing for air circulation and protection from flooding, while simple concrete blockhouses are more common inland. It is a lifestyle that values resourcefulness and simplicity over material wealth. Belizean food is a direct and honest reflection of its multicultural heritage, simple, fresh, and full of flavor. The undisputed national dish is rice and beans, a dish of profound cultural significance. There is a crucial distinction. Rice and beans are cooked together in coconut milk, while beans and rice consists of stewed beans served alongside a mound of white rice. It is served with a rich, savory stew, chicken, beef, or pork. It is the ultimate comfort food, a staple of every home and local restaurant. Another breakfast favorite is the fry jack, a piece of fried dough that puffs up into a light, airy pillow, perfect for stuffing with eggs, beans, or cheese. Given its long Caribbean coastline, seafood is a natural highlight. A freshly grilled lobster brushed with garlic butter or a simple piece of pan-fried snapper seasoned with local herbs is a taste of the place itself. The Garifuna culture has contributed dishes like hudut, a fish stew made with coconut milk and served with mashed plantains. The mestizo and Maya influence is seen in dishes like escabeche, a tangy onion soup, and cochinita pibil, slow-roasted pork wrapped in banana leaves. Street food is vibrant and essential, with vendors selling everything from meat pies and tamales to ganaches, small, fried corn tortillas topped with beans, cheese, and onions. Home cooking is the heart of the culinary culture. A shared family meal featuring ingredients that were grown, raised, or caught just a short distance away remains the truest and most authentic taste of Belize. To truly understand Belize is to understand its nature. The landscape is not a passive backdrop, it is an active, powerful force that shapes every aspect of life. The Belize Barrier Reef is the crown jewel, a vibrant underwater world of coral gardens, mangrove cays, and an incredible diversity of marine life. For many Belizeans, the reef is their backyard, a place for fishing, snorkeling, and quiet contemplation. It is a source of livelihood, a national treasure, and a fragile ecosystem that they are deeply committed to protecting. Sites like the Great Blue Hole and the Hol Chan Marine Reserve are wonders of the world, but for Belizeans, the reef is also a source of identity and immense pride. Inland, the country is dominated by dense tropical rainforests, a world of towering trees, hidden waterfalls, and exotic wildlife. The jungles are home to howler monkeys, whose guttural roar can be heard for miles, elusive jaguars, colorful toucans, and hundreds of other species. The Coxcomb Basin Wildlife Sanctuary, the world's first jaguar preserve, is a testament to the country's commitment to conservation. A network of rivers winds through the landscape, serving as ancient highways for the Maya and providing opportunities for canoeing and exploring. The country is also riddled with caves, many of which hold ancient Maya artifacts and skeletal remains, sacred places like Aktun Tunichil Muknal, which were seen as portals to the underworld, Xibalba. This outdoor lifestyle, shaped by the warm Caribbean climate, fosters a deep appreciation for the natural world and a strong sense of environmental stewardship among the Belizean people. For a country with such a wild and untamed landscape, Belize is a remarkably accessible and modernizing nation. The primary mode of public transportation is the bus system, a fleet of converted American school buses, often brightly painted and customized by their owners. They are an affordable, if not always punctual, way to travel the country's main highways, and a cultural experience in themselves, a place to listen to local music, chat with fellow passengers, and get a real feel for the country. To travel between the quays, a network of water taxis and small domestic flights is essential. These small planes offer breathtaking views of the reef and the turquoise sea, turning a simple journey into a scenic tour. While the country has a network of paved highways, many roads, especially in the more remote southern and western regions, are unpaved and can be challenging during the rainy season. Modern technology is increasingly a part of daily life. Cell phones are ubiquitous, and internet access is available in most towns, though it can be slower and less reliable than in other parts of the world. It is a society that is constantly balancing its remote, rural character with the conveniences and connections of the 21st century. A person might live in a simple wooden house, but have a smartphone connecting them to family in the United States, a perfect metaphor for modern Belize. For the young people of Belize, growing up here offers a unique blend of freedom and limitation. The education system, a partnership between the government and various churches, provides a solid foundation, with primary and secondary schools in most communities. For higher education, many attend the University of Belize or other local colleges. However, for specialized fields or advanced degrees, many young Belizeans must travel abroad, often to the United States, the United Kingdom, or other Caribbean nations. This period away from home is a modern rite of passage, a chance to gain new skills and see the wider world. It is a difficult choice, often splitting families and creating a brain drain of the country's best and brightest. But the pull of home, of family, and of the unique Belizean way of life is incredibly strong. Many choose to return after their studies, bringing back new ideas and a global perspective. They are the entrepreneurs opening eco-lodges, the marine biologists working to protect the reef, and the community leaders working to build a sustainable future for their country. The great challenge for Belize is to create enough diverse and rewarding opportunities to keep its talented young people at home, ensuring that the next generation can build their lives in the communities that raised them. The rhythm of day and night in Belize is a study in beautiful contrasts. The daytime is for work and activity. The sun is bright and intense, and the energy is focused and productive. The markets are bustling, the fishing boats are out on the water, the farmers are in their fields, and the tour guides are leading visitors through ancient ruins and lush jungle trails. The days are for making a living, for tending to the responsibilities of family and community. As evening descends, a profound sense of calm settles over the land. The fierce heat of the day softens into a warm, breezy evening, and the nightly chorus of crickets and frogs begins. Life turns inward, toward home and community. Families gather on their verandas to chat with neighbors. The aroma of dinner cooking drifts through the air. In the towns and villages, people gather at small family-run restaurants or beachside bars to share a meal and the stories of the day. This is not a culture of loud, frenetic nightlife, but one of quiet, communal relaxation. The evenings are for connection, for the rhythmic slapping of dominoes on a wooden table, for the sound of a lone guitar, for rest and for recharging the spirit, ready for the new day. Life in this Central American paradise is not without its significant challenges. The high cost of imported goods puts a strain on many family budgets. The country lies in the heart of Hurricane Alley, and the threat of powerful storms is a constant reality, capable of causing widespread damage to homes, infrastructure, and the fragile tourism economy. The community response to these threats is a testament to their resilience, but the danger is ever present. Access to healthcare can be limited in the more remote rural regions, requiring long journeys for specialized medical care. There is also the constant, delicate challenge of balancing economic development with environmental conservation. How does a small nation protect its world-renowned barrier reef and pristine rainforests from the pressures of overdevelopment, agricultural runoff, and climate change? How does it create economic opportunities for its people without sacrificing the very natural beauty that makes it so special? These are the vital questions that the people of Belize grapple with every day, with a deep sense of shared responsibility for the future of their home. So why do people choose to stay? In a world of seemingly limitless options, what is the powerful force that anchors people to this small, remote nation? The answers are found not in grand ambitions or material wealth, but in the simple, profound truths of daily life. They stay for the unbreakable bonds of family and community, for the feeling of belonging to a place where people genuinely know and care for one another. They stay for the unparalleled safety and freedom, for the ability to raise their children in a place where the entire community looks out for them. They stay for the peace, for the relaxed, unhurried pace of life that allows for a deeper connection to oneself and to the natural world. In a world saturated with noise and distraction, Belize offers a rare and precious tranquility. And above all, they stay for the profound, unbreakable connection to home, to a landscape of vibrant reefs, lush jungles, and winding rivers that is not just a backdrop for their lives, but an integral part of their identity. It is a connection that is felt in the warm Caribbean breeze, in the rhythm of the sea, and in the shared, collective pride of being Belizean. Belize exists in a delicate and beautiful balance between its ancient Maya past and its modern, multicultural present, between the untamed wildness of its nature and the gentle warmth of its communities, between a cherished Caribbean rhythm and a quiet, resilient spirit. Here, life is measured not in wealth or status, but in the strength of family ties, in the warmth of a shared meal, and in the simple, profound beauty of the everyday. It is a living testament to the idea that in a world that is constantly speeding up, there is still a place and a deep human need for a quiet, authentic, and peaceful life.